I advocate the zeitgeist movement because I have high hopes for humanity. I don't like the direction that we're going in. I don't like that poverty is so rampant in our world. And I think the zeitgeist movement actually is addressing the issues that are causing many of the problems with the world today. Um, Capitalism worked for a while back before resources were limited. Capitalism worked when I could just go out onto my own plot of land, start an orchard, start a farm, start a gold mine, start whatever, start a business, do something to make money. When there was resources in such abundance naturally that we could just go all take our fair share of them and become productive. And now I don't think it's like that anymore. Like now I see a bunch of people competing over jobs. I see wages that are constantly decreasing, and you can't just go out into the environment anymore and take, natural resources and profit off of them. There's not enough. I mean, there is enough for everyone to go around, but people own it. There's policies that stop me from doing it. I don't like how wealth has been distributed so unequally, and how it almost seems like the standard of living, at least here in America, has been going downhill as technological advances have been happening at such an incredible speed. Like, when I was a kid, I really watched the Jetsons, and I thought, yeah, we'll probably have flying cars or some crazy technology that will make my life easy. And I didn't think it would end up with, no, you're going to be poor, competing over shitty jobs with low wages with everyone else, hoping to find work. Like, that trend is not going to go away unless we change it, too, because the wealth is just going to get more and more centralized to fewer and fewer people who are going to have us all pretty much slaves, and we're all going to end up pretty much as parasites, where we either take jobs that hurt humanity, hurt your fellow brothers, and just serve the 1% of the people who are rich, or as prostitutes, where you pretty much serve the rich people. I mean, not necessarily sexually, but somehow you're serving them. You're just doing work for them, not for yourself, not for humanity. Like, if I'm going to go do work, I want to go build my own house. I don't want to go work at Subway for $7 an hour so that I can afford rent and utilities and all the necessities of life. And then when I get, sick and need to see a doctor, or my car breaks down or something, boom, I'm bankrupt. I don't have any money. Like, I don't like that the cost of tuition is constantly increasing while wages are not. I don't like that people manipulate our monetary system to change the amount of money in circulation for their own gains at the expense of others. Like, I never understood why the recession happened. I remember being in school, raising my hand, asking questions like, well, all the machinery is still there, the shops are still there, the natural resources are still there, all these people are lined up because they can't find work. Why do we have a recession? Can't we just tell everyone to go back to work, go start being productive, and everything will take care of itself? And, that was a moot point back when I was in school, but now that I'm living in the greatest recession, if not a depression, in 2011, like, it's on the table again. Why is this happening? What's going on here? And I wrote this poem before I even knew what the zeitgeist movement was, but I think it sums up how I feel about the movement and, like, why I advocate the movement. This poem's called The Necessities. I think I wrote it 2 years ago. I'm going to read it, and it sums up how I feel. The Necessities. I'm too able-bodied to be this poor, too intelligent to ignore the establishment fucking us over anymore. Why is the working class the poorer class, and who does the more important tasks? For-profit everything, everyday swindling, minimum wage that doesn't pay for the necessities. Reassess your priorities as population booms, mass-produced, industrialized automation of consumption. Maybe free market thinking isn't quite so free anymore. And how is it that in the age of information, education isn't free? When it comes to the necessities, who has the rights to profit off these? It's time we end poverty, wise up and save our trees. My life of luxury ain't stressing about necessity, just eating well with shelter, public transit, and I'll prosper. That's all I want. I just want the necessities. I don't want to worry about finances and, like, if you work full-time, you should be able to take care of your family. You should be able to live and not have any issues. But I've been working full-time, and I'll tell you, like, making $10.50 an hour with no benefits, you still worry about the necessities, and I think that's fucked up in 2011. Therefore, I advocate the zeitgeist movement. Peace and prosperity.
You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not.